What's up, guys? So this is my 1989 Sportster chopper. It's got a lot of custom stuff, but right now I'll do another tour later. But for now, I'm going to try to show you guys what happens when you put silicone on the gas cap. And I'm going to kind of walk you through maybe making a new gasket for it. It's really simple, very cheap. So yeah, the other day I was riding along, and all of a sudden my bike felt like it was starving for fuel, and I popped the cap open, and I looked at the underside of the cap, which I don't know why I never really looked at, and one of the previous owners put silicone underneath the cap. What that does is it ends up sealing it, and the air vent in there doesn't allow it to work, so it kind of seals up the exit. I think I move out the motorcycle at this point, and I'm going to show you how to make the seal. Let's see here. So it looks like I removed the gas cap. Okay, so right here, you're gonna remove the gasket from your bike, and they're gonna very carefully pull the gasket out of the cap. Try not to rip it, because that's makes it a little bit harder to trace, But yeah, I've seen like a lot of motorcycle people, like those will be missing. I don't know, they're really easy to make. Right here, I'm going to show you where the vent hole that tends to get covered up when people try to put silicone in there. Okay, oh, there it is. So that little hole, I point to it right there, that's the hole that ends up getting sealed up when you put silicone or trying to get your gas cap to seal. So when that happens, it creates a vacuum in your gas tank, and then eventually your carburetor can't get the fuel, so it's no good. And I'm sure there's lots of ways to do this, but this is just how I'm doing it and what I find the easiest. So right here, I'm going to hold up the part number for the gasket material. It's pretty cheap. I think I got it at O'Reilly's, but any auto parts store should have it. This is what it looks like. You can make other gaskets with it too, or you can make multiple gas cap gaskets. I don't know, maybe you got a bunch of buddies that have choppers and stuff. It's totally fine. Yeah. So right here, I'm going to try to attempt to trace it. So I'm just kind of holding it back together where it tore and trying to go to corners so I don't waste too much material. And I'm just going to try to make an outline of it as best I can. It should work. It doesn't have to be pretty. Nothing spectacular. It's just a gasket that's not even visible. So there we go. Now the pattern's traced out. At this point, you're going to pull out your razor knife, and hopefully you got a sharp one, and try not to cut yourself. And you do some arts and crafts and just try to cut it out as best you can. I think once again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you just work your way around nice and easy. I think I said something like, just make a happy little circle, just like Bob Ross, happy little circles. At this point, I think I got pretty frustrated with my stuff on there, and this coming up here, at a certain point, I decided to just, cut the square out so that way I could cut the circle out, basically, so I can move it around easier. And instead of working with having that whole big sheet of material to work with. So, cutting. Just watch your little fingers, safety first. Try to cut away from yourself, and try not to get hurt or anything. Yeah, right here is where I got frustrated. Just cut it out. So I should have done that in the first place. It would have saved some time. So, okay. There we go. Let's keep working on her, getting her cutting out carefully. So we want to make a decent cut. We don't want to like really mess up, because you don't want it to tear when you're putting it in. So if you get any weird little nicks in it, it might. Just gotta be careful with it, and careful with the fingies. And just kind of cut around. Happy little circle. Oh, I'm starting to go. Starting to go there. Keep working through nice and slow. Nice and slow. And I think my blade might be a little dull, but So. Nice and slow. Just work our way around. Boom. It's not too bad. That probably will work. Not perfect, not bad. So now we'll do the outside. You can just cut it off like that. Just work your way around. Like so. It's fine. I know it's wasting material, but it's just a little easier. If you got a few buddies that all need gaskets for your tanks, they're starting to go out, you got enough plain material to make everybody one. It'll be a happy time, right? Other little stuff is kind of thick for like primary covers and stuff like that, but maybe you can use it on, I don't know, you got something else you need to use it for. So there's our initial thing. Maybe we'll just go through and just kind of clean up a little bit. Just a little nip, Actually, I guess maybe let's try some sandpaper. Take back up here. so now we got some sandpaper. We'll just smooth it out. Like so. Let's test with it. There's our cap. There's a new gasket. Inside, it's good. Looks like our outer diameter is too big. Oh crap. Let's try that. So I remember that's kind of skinny, so I kind of want to make sure that's we got plenty of material. We can always make another one. See how this goes. It's gonna look pretty good. Maybe a little bit there. Just kind of work your way around. It's not gonna be perfect. No one's gonna see it. It's just a seal. You just don't want it to be blocking that air vent. Let's see if it fits. Well, actually, looks pretty good. You guys saw that. It wasn't even like, you know, So let's go throw it on the bike. Might want to make sure to blow it off too. Just make sure no dust and crap. You don't want that crap going in your tank. So let's go. Let's see. Sometimes you can push these tangs down just a little bit too. Get a little bit more grip. Oh, feels pretty good. That's El Duno. That's the repair. Now that it won't, the cork will allow the vapors to escape, so it'll run for me.